Good morning, ARMR Insiders. Thanks for joining me on the live trading desk for our morning meeting. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. We are going to be going over our virtual hedge fund approach, how we're managing capital in the equity markets. You're a portfolio manager on this desk with me this morning and every morning. ARMR Report subscribers, ARMR Insiders, we're all here now going over how we're going to manage capital. We're going to look at our day trading setups. We're going to look at our swing trading setups, and that all flows into our investment process. So it's one step after another. So we'll go over the risk monitor. We'll go over what our portfolio looks like, what's our focus right now in the portfolio, and how we intend. Any questions, feel free to throw it into the comment section of this video. Happy to answer it now or later if you watch this later. And I just want to remind you, whatever I'm talking about, this is how I run my own personal capital. This is how I run capital for others on the desk. You got to figure out your risk tolerance, your goal, and then execute your strategy. You got to be the smart money. Let's talk about the highlighted group right now. Our highlighted group, which is not correlated to the market, is precious metals. I talked about it on Friday with you. This is the screen here: physical gold, physical silver, GDX, SIL, which are the ETFs of the mining stocks. They all look phenomenal. They had a great week on the way out. I imagine if equities start to rally, if the S&P starts to rally, metals might come down a little bit. Sometimes they're negatively correlated. It won't mean much. I did go over with you Friday 7 mining stocks that we're adding to aggressive portfolios here. You're not going to find these 7 on the ARMR portfolio spreadsheet. I am not going to become a Reddit chat board. Okay. So I'm not talking about micro cap, small cap mining stocks. If you want to know what I bought personally, if you want to know what I'm putting into aggressive portfolios that I manage, I'm happy to share it with ARMR Insiders. Go ahead and direct message me or whatever in the Slack room, and I'll go over it with you again. Okay. There's 7 names that, if this is the beginning of a major move up in precious metals mining companies, which we think this year is, then I think this is my personal opinion. Okay. I think these 7 names 10x. I think they can 10x. So I got to put them in the portfolio now at the right position size. So I'm not overexposed. I'm not putting 50% of my capital in these things, maybe 5 to 10%. That's it. It's a little extra flavor for my precious metal exposure. And if this is the year that GDX catches up with physical gold, and what I'm showing you now, actually, let's do it on the O'Neill charts. Okay. Here's physical gold. This is the weekly chart of physical gold. Physical gold was turned into a tier 1 asset, and people are still talking about it like it's a normal cycle. It's not a normal cycle. You could see this huge base. Gold broke out last year, and it's going up at a 45-degree angle, and we expect it to continue to do that because of its tier 1 asset status. We'll go over that some other day. I can't go over it with you now. Go ahead and gronk that question if you don't know what I'm talking about, okay? That's a massive uptrend. Now go look. Watch with me. You're looking at the chart, the weekly chart of physical gold. Now look at the weekly chart of GDX, which is the mining stocks. Okay? The mining stocks just don't believe yet that the physical gold price is going to continue to go up at a 45-degree angle. It didn't really believe it in 2024. I think you're going to see the belief show up in 2025. GDX, if it could get above the high of, what is this back here? 2020. If we get above the high of 2020 on GDX, which is, let's call it 46. If we can clear 46 on a weekly basis, I think this weekly chart pattern is going to resemble physical gold's weekly chart pattern last year, which means 2025 is a big up year for GDX. If it's a big up year for GDX, then at some point this year, they're going to get to the micro caps. they're going to get to the small cap mining companies. And I've shared with you 7 names, having done the research. Silver Fox has done the research. These are the names where I'm willing to take some risk. Okay. Again, if you want to talk about it one-on-one, I'm happy to share it with you. You can go look at our portfolio page. I've shared with you what the stocks are. I'm not sharing my stops. I'm not sharing the average price that I bought it at. These are micro caps. These are small things. You know, you and I on this desk, we're managing north of $150 million together. Okay. We have ARMR Insiders all over the world, from South America, Canada, US, Hong Kong, Israel, Europe, Poland. We have a huge contingent, and we're running over 150 million. So I'm not going to be a Reddit chat board talking about micro caps and having them skyrocket, right? We're just running too much money for that. But I will share with you what the portfolio is, and then you guys, proceed at your own risk. I don't know if these things are going to 10x, but I do know that I need to own them down here, because I'm not paying up for them when they start running. Everybody else, you're on your own. Have a wonderful trading session. I hope you found this helpful. And remember, guys, at the end of the day, whatever I say, whatever you hear somewhere else, find a quiet place, figure out your risk tolerance, figure out your goal, and execute your strategy. Be the smart money, guys.